for me.
Like, okay, where's her name? I'm handing it out. Thank you so much. Oh my God.
name is Pearl Heap, Lieutenant Colonel of the Boerne Independent School District Air Force Junior ROTC. Please stand and face flags located at the back of the stadium for the playing of the national anthem and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Graduates, it is appropriate to keep your caps on. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I would like to now introduce Mackenzie Vasquez, who will give the opening remarks.
Good evening, class of 2020 graduates, family, and friends. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mackenzie Vasquez. It's been one heck of a year, one we won't forget. I'm thankful that we are here, ready to close one chapter and begin a new. I'd like to take a moment to reflect on a verse I feel is appropriate for us as we get ready to embark on a new chapter in our lives. The verse reads, "Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity." That's 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 12. After today, we will enter an environment where people are further into their life journey and likely more knowledgeable about life itself than we are. But this verse encourages us to steer away from being intimidated, because being a role model through our words, actions, and how we embody our faith is possible, even in our youth. I am hopeful that the class of 2020 will gain strength from the difficult and unprecedented times that we have been faced with, and share this strength-turned leadership with the rest of the world. Because what better time than now, in our youth, to reflect our ancestors, the first Christians, who altered the course of history and permanently changed the world for good, by standing out and being role models in the way they live. I pray this verse from 1 Timothy fuels our spirits as we enter an intimidating world without free grilled cheese on Wednesdays, energy from Mr. Friday, and pity battle cry victories for seniors. So, let's live like a champion today and every day after. Faculty and staff, let's get this party started and go Hounds. It is my pleasure to introduce Sheldon Quinn, who will be introducing our platform guests.
Good evening. My name is Sheldon Quinn. As Student Council Secretary of Boerne High School, it is my pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Mr. Joe Tidwell, President of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Maritza Gonzalez Cooper, Vice President of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Donna Sharp, Secretary of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Carlin Fryer, Board Trustee. Mr. Alan Rich, Board Trustee. Mr. Rich Sinna, Board Trustee. Mr. David Spencer, Board Trustee. And our administrative guests are Dr. Thomas Price, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Ashley Stewart, Chief Administrative Officer. Dr. Elaine Howard, Chief Human Resources Officer. Ms. Larissa S. Flores, Chief Instructional Officer. Ms. Tish Grill, Chief Financial Officer. Ms. Patty Holub, Chief Technology Officer. Mr. Henry Acosta, Chief Operations Officer. Mr. Ross Bull, Special Guest. Mr. Jeffrey Klaus, Academic Dean. Ms. Catherine Cornett, Assistant Principal. Mr. Jacob Prince, Assistant Principal. And our Principal, Mr. Shane Wilson. Mr. Wilson will now introduce our salutatorian.
It is my honor to introduce Sarah Despain as the 2019-2020 Salutatorian for Boerne High School. Sarah is graduating with a grade point average of 109.9375. Sarah will be attending the University of Notre Dame and majoring in neurology. Please help me congratulate Sarah Despain.
Good evening. It is my honor to welcome you teachers, administration, board of trustees, friends, and families to this special night. Even during these uncertain times, our administration and community have been able to come together to recognize us, and I'm extremely grateful for their dedication in allowing us to celebrate this landmark moment in our lives. Without their support and guidance, we would not be here today. Many of us are from different backgrounds, but the one commonality between us is arriving at this stage from a variety of paths. Today, we have reached a common peak and have become the graduating class of 2020. So my fellow graduates, congratulations on making it through high school. Since freshman year, we have been looking forward to the day of our graduation, the day when we would say goodbye to standardized testing, the dress code, concern about class ranks, and the dreaded student ID lanyards. We must also say goodbye to friends and this amazing Greyhound staff and campus, where we have walked alongside one another for the past 4 years. But this year, our goodbyes are a little different. Our last 3 months were stolen from us by a faceless enemy. We never got to say our proper goodbyes, and instead finished our year virtually, whatever that means. March 6th was our last day together until today, 13 weeks later. But these 3 months do not define our 4 years of high school. Rather than remembering ending high school online, let us remember our time in high school as the best 4 years thus far. Let us remember the Friday night football games trying to stand against the forbidden rail, the inspiring Mr. Friday speeches, and the failed attempts at the physics boat races. Let us remember the teachers who encouraged and supported us even on our worst days. And lastly, let us remember the friendships made. Let us come together this one last time to celebrate our achievements and define the next steps of our lives, whether it be straight into the workforce, trade school, college, or the armed forces. And let us take advantage of the ceremony to say goodbyes to our fellow classmates. And let us not let our heads hang low. Recently, Father John Jenkins, president of the University of Notre Dame, offered encouragement to his students by saying, "Make this story a story of resilience and hope, of friendship and solidarity, and the kind of courage and persistence that conquers despair and disappointment. Make it a story of generosity and goodness, Greyhound class of 2020, we can write this story. As each of us starts on a unique journey, remember it is all right to someone fall, it is all right to make mistakes, it is especially all right to ask for help. As we enter into unsure lives, reach out to friends and family for advice and guidance. Figure out what your passion is and pursue it. Love on others with all your heart. Be the one that people can come to. By doing all of these things, you can live life to the fullest instead of simply living. As William Shakespeare once said, "Be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them." As we're leaving high school and entering into this next chapter of our lives, be great and do great things. We must never see ourselves as average, as we are all unique with special qualities that encourage greatness. And we may have failures along the way, but these are just building blocks to brighter futures. Remember, greatness is more than becoming well-known or rich or living in a nice neighborhood. Rather, greatness is leaving those who you cross paths with a little happier. It is making them a little better than they were before. These past 3 months, I've struggled to wrap my mind around what is happening in our world. Even though Boerne has been blessed to be somewhat shielded from this virus, everyone has been impacted in some form or another. In our case, we have lost some of the most anticipated Greyhound events of our senior year, perhaps rites of passages. We lost many goodbyes. We lost prom. We lost powder puff. We lost senior walkthroughs at our elementary schools. We lost Burger Bash, and we lost our final week of school, all stripped from us. Our class missed cheering our classmates on to victories, whether it be band, orchestra, UIL, baseball, softball, track, tennis, golf, or other athletic events. Our Greyhound victory sadly ended in early March. It is okay to feel sadness and disappointment, but just know this: we're all in this together, just 6 feet apart. We must live one day at a time, facing each day with a grateful heart and a resilient mind as we encounter new challenges the world has never seen. Mother Teresa, a hero of mine, once said, "Yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin." Let us begin this new journey of our life stronger than we have ever been. As our class leaves Boerne High School, we will be seen as one of the most irrepressible and influential classes to have walked the halls. We have survived through some of the most unsure times in our country, making us ready for what life throws at us next. We have the chance to become the world's next greatest generation. It is now our chance to seize our potential. From a young age, my dad always told me, "Do your best, be a leader, and take others with you." With this motto ingrained in my soul, I always strive to live by it. As we leave our legacy at Boerne High School and strive for greatness, I encourage each of you to also be a leader during these times and in the future. Be a light for those who may struggle. Show positivity and provide encouragement for others. But most importantly, take others with you as you enjoy the ride as you run towards greatness. In Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, the Lord declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." We have a glorious future ahead of us, Greyhounds, and it is our challenge, perhaps our absolute responsibility, to persevere and achieve greatness in the face of any given challenge or adversity as we grow into tomorrow's leaders. In closing, let us be thankful for our time together. Let us be thankful for our teachers, our counselors, and our administration. And let us especially be thankful to you, Mr. Sproul, for your undying support and encouragement during these last 2 years. Thank you.
It is my honor to introduce Katie Tejas as the 2019-2020 Valedictorian for Boerne High School. Katie is graduating with a grade point average of 110.9600. Katie will be attending the University of Texas, Austin, majoring in biology. Please help me congratulate Katie Tejas.
Hello, students, families, faculty, and friends. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who made this night possible. You allowed us to keep this special moment in our lives. Also, a big thank you to all who have supported us graduates during our time here at BHS. We would not be here without you. In light of recent events, I think we've all questioned our control on the future, especially stepping into the realm of adulthood via career, vocational school, college, or military. We are all set to experience this uncertainty again. This is certain. If any of you have heard the song Vienna by Billy Joel, then you know how applicable it is to the universal truth of life, that trial and error is a part of every journey. Vienna has this one line that fits perfectly: dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. While I know this line is a bit of a downer, it's important to remember that in life, no matter the tactics, we can't guarantee ourselves success or a certain outcome. I don't think Billy Joel is saying that our dreams are meant to fail. I think he's saying expectations are often never met, and that dreams aren't meant to be played out perfectly. We will fall off the trail sometimes, even when we try so desperately hard not to. In fact, the trials we face on the road ahead will sometimes make us think that failure is the end game. However, we should remember the words of Paulo Coelho, that sometimes the wrong train can take us to the right place. Class of 2020, giving up on ourselves is not an option, but flexibility to life's circumstances is. This said, while perfection is unattainable, tribulations are not final. We might not be in control of our surroundings, but with determination, we will get to where we need to be. Have faith and have strength. While tonight, and like many other conflicts we will face in our futures, we should always persevere, hold our morals, and live with the moment, no matter how challenging it may be. Even though our world is not experiencing the zombie apocalypse as it did in the movie Zombieland, we can recall a very important rule. Rule number 32, enjoy the little things. Appreciate your surroundings. Live the life you have and embrace your emotions. Even on a bad day, you can still notice how sitting on the hot pavement tingles your skin. Even on a day that seems never-ending, you can notice the gentle sounds of nature. Or even looking around at your peers right now, all dressed up in purple robes, the fading sky and stadium lights, you can notice how beautiful and wonderful it is to be alive at this exact moment. Hardship will meet us again, but we should never let it consume us. I can't begin to understand how each family tonight is affected by these recent events, but I hope going on that even with the losses, we can remember to give when we can, and with the wise words of Harry Styles, treat people with kindness. May we remember to hold on to kindness when the world has not been kind to us. May we fight for justice in a world that does not serve enough. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "The time is always right to do what is right." May we never let our situation dictate how we use our voice. One of the final lines of Joel's Vienna states, "You can afford to lose a day or two, whether it be to the failures or struggles." Experiencing challenge deserves a place in our lives, but only a minor one, because so much more is happening. I know that with strength, a Vienna or a place of content waits for each and every one of us. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our 2019-2020 Student Council Vice President, Samuel Langenbaum, to deliver the Class of 2020 farewell.
Howdy, my name is Sam Langenbaum, and I would like to begin tonight with sharing with you all a few of the fundamental facts that I've learned throughout my senior year. Fact: English teachers can always tell when we as students use Spark Notes. Fact: the Freshman 15 actually begins the third week of senior year when Grilled Cheese Wednesday opens its doors. Fact: Carol Baskin fed her husband to the tigers. And fact: a character by the name of Johnny B has single-handedly captivated every teenage girl in America. All jokes aside, since we first learned in kindergarten that we would be the graduating class of 2020, much has been said about 2020 being the year of clear vision. And with that being said, there is another fact that holds both meaning and significance to all of our lives. That fact is this: clear vision comes not from what is in front of us, but how we see what's in front of us. Even though this graduation is much different than we all imagined, and even though we are sitting extremely socially distanced, we must look beyond the distraction of all of this and see one another as uniquely, wonderfully, and carefully made human beings, each holding a particular purpose in the narrative of life. We have had it really good. Boerne High School has invested in us and has instilled in each one of us the challenge to live our lives well, doing more than just existing and, quote, getting by. We were created to live beyond what is deemed typical, to live with perseverance amidst whatever circumstances we may encounter, to live not conformed to the molds of society, but driven by strength and character. We need to stop. We need to recognize right now how much has been given to us from our amazing principal, from our awesome teachers, from our admin, from our coaches, from our pastors, from our communities, and from our families. Because all of them have given us their time, their attention, and their support. We have an amazing opportunity as a student body to leave here and to do more than just exist. My desire for you, my desire for me, my desire for all of us is that we would live life well. Every single day, we have a choice regarding the attitude that we embrace. We can either embrace a positive attitude or we can embrace a negative attitude. And to be completely honest with you guys, it's easy to be negative. It's easy to be pessimistic. And it's easy to be critical. But you know what? Every single day we wake up, we have breath, we put both of our feet on the ground, and we have so many reasons to be thankful, so many reasons to be grateful, and so many reasons to choose to be positive. Charles Swindoll once said that life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Look, we cannot change the inevitable. At some point in our lives, every single one of us here tonight will fail. However, with a positive attitude, even when we fail, our failure is not final, and our lives will indeed be made stronger regardless of what this world throws at us. I'm going to close with this. There's a well-known author named Saul, whose name was changed to Paul, who wrote something very profound in a very famous book that I love to read. In chapter 4 of one of his books, he writes, "I urge you to walk in a manner worthy of the calling to which you have been called." So let us, graduating class of 2020, walk worthy of the calling to which we have been called. We have not been called to what is simple. We have been called to do what is significant. I love every single one of you guys, and I'm thankful for you. From Mr. Horseman's punny buttons, to Mr. Yoder's remarkable skin complexion, to Officer Muse's flawless physique, to Coach Merrill's endless Indian tricks, and to Mr. Friday's weekly Friday announcements, surprise drive-by, and him being a role model to us all. I'm praying blessings, protection, wisdom, and guidance from my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, over you all. Thank you, and God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, as principal of Boerne High School, and by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Boerne Independent School District and the state of Texas, I hereby certify that the following students have met all state and local requirements for graduation. Honor graduates will be receiving their diplomas in rank order. Honor graduates, please rise and approach the platform.
Katie Madison Tejas, summa cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Despain, summa cum laude. Caitlin Emily Schmelzer, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Caitlin Matney, summa cum laude. Zachary Jacob Givens Moyer, summa cum laude. John Alexander Ivy, summa cum laude. Riley Elena Clow, summa cum laude. Georgette Victoria Suzanne Elizabeth Hodge, summa cum laude. Priya Lynn Agarwal, summa cum laude. Kendall Renee Sales, summa cum laude. Joshua Christopher Adamek, summa cum laude. Georgia Ann Rice, summa cum laude. Logan Elizabeth Rouse, summa cum laude. Emil Montrell Adams, Jr. Juan Orlando Aguilar. Asheron Ray Shota Albach. Kevin Almaguer. Ana Margarita Alvarez Crua. Mateo John Ammerman. Caleb Robert Amos. Drake D. Angelkovich. Everly Ruth Archer. Madison May Arnold. Sarah Nicole Asher. Benjamin Joseph Atherton. Alyssa Corinne Audette. Nathan Alexander Bain. Cole Daniel Baldwin. Brianna Renee Barrera. Caitlin Joyce Berry. Ryan Harrison Bowles. Lindsay Elizabeth Boone, cum laude. Hunter Ryan Bowen. Really? Carrie Nicole Bauer. Elijah Lloyd Brazel. Brianna Margaret Brock. Annie Grace Brown. True Lawton Brown. Allison Sophia Buffington. Nathan Joel Bustamante. Sarah Elizabeth Bynum, cum laude. Kimberly Samantha Cabrera. Maria Alvianada Calderon. Kevin Andrew Camplin. Tyler Lane Casanova. Joanna Castañeda. Raul Lorenzo Cesar. Yesemi Maideli Chacon Oliva. Alexis Page Coe. Cesar O. Colilendres Montenegro. Cesar David Correa. Allison Elizabeth Coronado. Hunter Wayne Craig. Emma Catherine Curo. Caitlin Rose Dahl. Aiden William Daly. Augustus Homer Davis. Garrison Price Davis. Carson Randall Day. Trent Nathan Dillard. Brayallen Cheryl Doan. Shay Mackenzie Dudney. Paige Marin Dunning. Graham Nelson Dykes. Catarine Gabriela Echevarria Parada. Alyssa Sue Esper. Norma Isela Estrada. Julia Sharp Everhardus. Zane Thomas Fedor. Haley Rose Fernandez. Austin Logan Finch. Clayton James Finch. Magdalene K. Fisher Fields. Colin Carter Fisher. Nathan Brian Fulmer. Joshua Frederick Fonza. Allison Rose Garcia. Dominic A. Garcia. Diego Sanyu Garza. Taylor Grace Garza. Grayson Gregory Geitz. Raven Zombro Gerard. Sarah Bryn Gerard. Eva Brooke Gerhart. Mackenzie Alexis Grabarkowitz. Javen River Nakamura Graham. Adriana Guerrero. Kayla Yarida Guzman. Carla Patricia Guzman Rodriguez. Colton Alexander Haas. John Alexander Hackett, magna cum laude. Logan Anthony Hansi, cum laude. Chelsea Louise Hansen. Amber Nicole Hart. Caleb Wesley Haverly. Pearl Lynn Heap, magna cum laude. Christiana Faye Heatherly. Ashlyn Grace Hensley, cum laude. Albert Ordonez Hernandez. Angel Ruben Hernandez. Christopher De Santiago Hernandez. Courtney Louise Hines. Philip Joseph Hinesley Jr. Hayden Ryan Hodo. Madeline Kate Hoffman, magna cum laude. Thomas Macaulay Holmes, cum laude. Ethan Samuel Hood. Richard Doyce Horner III. Caleb Riley Horton. Macy Marquet Howell. Kyra Brooke Hunter. Daisy Guadalupe Ibarra Flores. Abigail Faith Irwin. Joshua Manuel Jimenez Jr. Ginger Lynn Johnson. Tabitha Lee Johnson. Haley Kristen Jones. Logan Kale Jones. Megan Lee Young, magna cum laude. Corinne Nicole Kadrick. Haley Ann Kavanaugh, cum laude. Keelan Christopher King. Kinsey Martin Nupp. Matthew Jens Corey Jr. Ryan Austin Koth. Alexandra Frances Lally Sutcliffe. Samuel Thomas Langenbahn. Cassidy Dawn Langlanay. Jaden Michael Leader. Emily Ann Luriberg. Braden Ray Lewis. Bryce Logan Lewis. Mason Reed Lindeman. Christy Aline Littlejohn. Carla Lopez Dominguez. Krista Rebecca Leaders, cum laude. Luis Alberto Luna. Adam Ray Looper. Caitlin Nicole Mackerel, cum laude. Kyle Richard Mahan. Justin Caleb Maldonado. Georgia K. Mann. Cheney Marie Marriott. Denise Alessandra Martinez. Jaden Love Martinez. Ava Castine Mason. Emma Claire Mason, magna cum laude. Tate Levi Massey. Chance Littleton McCloskey. Isaiah Joseph McDaniel. Nathan Lane McDaniel. Matthew Robert McFarland. Sean Patrick McClendon. Jeffrey Alexander Medina. Courtney Lynn Meister. Angelica Margarita Mejia. Elijah Suk Min Meshko. Mary Cecilia Migliosi. Thomas Antonio Mitchell Schaaf. Yes, sir. Reed Mitchell Montalbo. Briley Emma Moore. Eric Morales. Kimberly Moran. Garrett Nicholas Morose. Reagan Elaine Mullins. Anna Elizabeth Murphy. Parker Logan Murray. Jasmine Nelson, magna cum laude. Megan Riley Newman. Caleb Ryan Nicholas. Jacob Scott Nieto. Reese Evan Noble. Grace Elizabeth Nozzle. Jamie Lee O'Brien, magna cum laude. Crystal Alondra Orama Blanco. Michelle Juan Ortega. Tyler Austin Oram. Thomas Etheridge Overend. David Douglas Owen. Abigail Deanne Palacios. Andrew Keith Parkin. Emily Ann Parks. Jose Dimitri Perez. Maria Fernanda Perez Flores. Riley Joe Peterson. Kendra Ellen Pfeiffer. Jaden Navan Phillips. Chandler Grace Pittman. Mia Elizabeth Poulsen, cum laude. Angel Savion Puckett. Sheldon Grace Quinn, magna cum laude. Anna Catherine Racy, magna cum laude. Christian Nicholas Ramos. Andrew Jacob Rangel. Crystal Lynn Razavi. Hensley Elaine Repack, cum laude. Victoria Ann Ribel. Tyler William Pope Roberts, magna cum laude. Madeline Victoria Robinette. Riley Ann Rodenbeck. Grant Alexander Rodkey. Brian Romero. Carlos Isaiah Romero. Mackenzie Lynn Romero. Diego Salgado. Samuel Legate Sankowicz. Andrea Isabel Saucedo. Mitchell Anton Shappert, cum laude. Andrea Jane Schmalz. Hunter Wade Schmid. Aiden James Schwartz. Jimmy Keegan Segrist. Brandon Leo Seifert. Ethan John Sheets. Ethan Cole Smith. Mattie Catherine Smith. Shelby Nicole Smith. Aiden Julius Snook. Benjamin Paul Spencer. Nathan Boone Stauber. Anna Victoria Story, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Valeria Ann Stringer. Gabriel Charles Frank Suds. John Blake Taylor. Timothy David Taylor. Michael Andrew Tinch. Samuel Trevino Jr. Alexis Riley Truitt. Allison Elizabeth Turnbull. Gavin Thomas Ool. Dylan Joseph Valadez. Mackenzie Renee Vasquez, magna cum laude. Miranda Jeanette Vidal Garcia. Stephen Ray Weiner. Hannah Ray Walker. Kathleen Addison Waller. Benjamin John Walther. Coy Jack Warner. Cameron Elise Weaver. Benjamin Michael Welch. Sarah Vaughn West, cum laude. Lauren Jane Whiteley. Delaney Gail Williams. Peyton Elizabeth Williams. Jacob Andrew Wright. Kara Frances Wiley, magna cum laude. Kayla Marie Young. Gustavo Fernando Zavala. And Raul Zavala Morales. Congratulations, 2020.
Students, please rise. At this time, I would like to present to you the Boerne High School graduated class of 2020. Graduates, please move your tassel to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Alexis Coe, who will deliver the closing remarks.
Good evening to my fellow classmates, families, friends, and faculty. I would like to start off by assuring everyone that we made it. We have accomplished the first step into our future lives. This journey that we have all been a part of has been filled with joy, love, pain, happiness, achievements, wins, losses, and growth. Each and every one of us have grown substantially, not only physically, but mentally. Together, we have experienced all of the following: the struggle of learning how to study, the pain of completing a large homework load, the project we must complete in one night due to our procrastination, the fear of not being able to fit in, the excitement of the next Friday night football game, the anticipation for knowing the themes of homecoming week, the relationships and friendships built that will last a lifetime, and so much more. Despite the hardships and challenges we have faced throughout the years, we have become stronger because of it. We have learned time management, how to work in teams, how to have imagination, decision-making, how to have a good attitude, and most importantly, how to have fun. I know we all looked forward to enjoying the last 3 months of our senior year, and of course, winning the Powder Puff game. And although we did not get to experience these last moments, we have a lot of memories that we can reminisce on and be thankful for. I am so thankful for everything we got to experience the last 4 years, and there is no one else I would have rather done it with. We have overcome a lot, and even though this is one of the biggest things that has been taken away from us, I believe that we are strong enough to look at the bigger picture and count our blessings. 2020 has been looked at as a negative year, but I believe everyone in our class is going to achieve big things. Each one of us is going to make a difference. Although our time has come to an end here, our journey is not over. This is the beginning of our lives, a fresh start. It is our time, and we are going to change the world starting today. I would like to leave everyone with 2 quotes to hold on to throughout whatever you may face. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. He will always be there. Do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31:6. And lastly, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. Congratulations and good luck to everyone. Please join me in singing our school song. The words can be found in the back and side cover of your program.
Okay, we will begin the recessional with the back row. All graduates will make their way around both sides of the stadium and exit the gates they arrived. Families and friends, please stay seated until all the graduates are exited.
Boerne.